What does Michelle call me? The University of Bryan. I take it as a compliment, but sometimes it's a bit off-putting because I certainly want to come across.
We're just talking here at Denverwineguys.com.
We're just talking. And Bryan.
And I'm Bryan.
Bryan is with
Frederick Wildman and Sons.
an importer of many wines. But today, we're talking again about
Maximo.
Maximo. And the varietal is
Viura.
Viura. And here's a bunch of guys that have been in the industry for a long time. I mean, Brian's been in it for 30 years. I've been in it for 25 years. You've been in it for
30.
30. So that's a lot of years. 85, I think that comes to, right? And so, and we keep talking about this wine because it's really good, and it's $10 on the shelf, and you'll probably find it on sale somewhere for $7.99 one of these days. But it's Spanish. You know, it's got a good label. And it's we as wine people.
85 years between the three of us, and we still don't know much about wine.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That's what I figured out.
People think we're experts. Well, we enjoy what we do, and we're experts. You could say that, right?
We are.
We're certainly expert in delivering our opinions.
I like that.
I'll raise a glass to that one.
I'll toast to that.
So but on this wine, it's just very it's clean in a way. It's got good structure in a way. It's got it has a little bit of that minerality. It kind of
it's got a lot going on in there.
It does.
I mean, for wines, some wines you expect to have. If it's going to have minerality, then you can expect there's going to be a lot of acid, maybe not a lot of flesh.
Right.
If you got a wine, let's say a Viognier, it's got a lot of flesh and not a lot of acid. This wine, this is where I was saying in one of the earlier segments that there's a lot going on in this. I mean, it has all of that. When I find body going, it's round, it's full, but it's clean, it's crisp. It's got what I don't think you find a lot in white wines, but maybe you find more so in Chardonnays. It has a lingering finish to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
finish.
Yeah, I really enjoy this wine. There's a lot going on here, and and what's really shocking to me, the price you're saying on this wine is going to retail for $10.99.
Between $10 and $10.99, sure.
Yeah, that's good. And again, Bryan has been in the business a long time, and your quick opinion on it is what?
Front to back, well made, good fruit, very, very well balanced acid, and that bright minerality that you talked about. And more importantly, as we know, wine and food go tremendously well together. And part of the whole function of a well-balanced wine and the acid and the minerality, it ultimately stimulates the salivary glands, which means it's time to eat. And this is a wine that would admit just the usual things like fish and seafood, but it would lend itself to a wide variety of other things because it is well made and well balanced.
I agree. It's I wanted to give this wine a little bit more time to talk about because I think it deserves. You don't find many wines at $10 that are that good. So we wanted to shoot a little bit more, give it some more time on video, and we all enjoy it very much, and we all feel you should go get it. And
you pay very little, but it delivers so much.
And we have to go over our rating one more time because I said 87 points Best Buy, and I still stick by that. I could see maybe 88 points, but I'll say 87 points Best Buy. Bryan says,
because it's an unusual wine. It's not one that I've been exposed to before. I really like this wine. I mean, Bryan was talking about how great this wine is for pairing with food, which I agree. But I also think this is a great wine to just sit back and converse with good friends and just sip on.
Right.
It's a well-versed wine. It's a cocktail wine. It's a food wine. I'm really impressed with it.
And your point?
My point is that it's good.
I
know what you meant. I know what you meant. So
your rating is?
Can I say 92 points?
No, you said, well,
95.
What'd you say?
Nah, well, 95 points. I'll hold to it.
He says 95 points, and I so understand why he says that. You know, it's a varietal that we're not familiar with. There's nothing really to compare it to. I mean, how can you, I so understand why he says 95 points, and I respect that. So, good job. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Indeed.
And you?
I'll stick with my original 88.
88 points. So go to Frederick, www.fredrickwildman.com, and look for the label Maximo, and you should be able to find it if it's in your market, your state. It's going to be widely distributed more so soon. So it's so that's it for the show. I'm Keith.
I'm Bryan.
So am I.
And this is DenverWineGuy.com.